An English philosopher and social theorist named Jeremy Bentham created the Panopticon, a type of institutional architecture with a built-in system of control in the 18th century. This system of social control became a comprehensive representation of modern power and discipline in the West. The Panopticon was designed to be used in a variety of settings, including prisons, hospitals, and schools. The idea was that by creating a sense of constant surveillance, the people being observed would become more compliant and obedient, leading to better behavior and outcomes. The name Panopticon comes from the Greek word panoptes, which means all-seeing. The fundamental idea behind Bentham's design, which he initially finished in 1785, was to monitor the greatest number of convicts with the fewest amount of guards and other security expenses. The design features a central guard tower encircled by a ring-shaped structure housing the prison cells. Each cell has an open side that faces the main tower, and the structure housing the convicts is only one cell thick. While this open side is completely exposed to the tower, it does have bars covering it. This makes every cell visible to the guards all the time, making the inmates constantly exposed and vulnerable. On the other hand, the tower is far enough away from the cells and has enough tiny windows that the inmates cannot see the guards from it. Even though they are never sure when they are being watched, the sociological result is that the convicts are always conscious of the presence of power. The inmates punish themselves merely out of concern that someone could be observing, removing the need for more physical power to complete the same work. The authority shifts from being a restricted physical entity to being an internalized omniscience. In this method, a very large number of captives can be kept under control with just a few guards. Perhaps there wouldn't be even a need for guards in the tower. Jeremy Bentham's Panopticon architecture was not novel. Rotundas had already been utilized in industrial buildings, but Bentham transformed the rotund building into a sociological structure, making humans the object of control. Though no Panopticon was built during Bentham's lifetime, his ideas sparked much discussion and debate. While the Panopticon was never fully implemented as Bentham envisioned it, the idea has had a significant impact on modern society and is often cited in discussions of surveillance and power relations. The design has been used in many different settings, from prisons and hospitals to factories and schools, and has been subject of much debate and criticism. One of the main criticisms of the Panopticon is that it creates an unequal power dynamics between those who are being observed and those who are doing the observing. The constant surveillance can create a feeling of paranoia and anxiety among the people being observed, and can also lead to abuse of power by doing these things. Another criticism of the Panopticon is that it can be used as a tool of oppression and control. By creating a sense of constant surveillance, the design can be used to enforce conformity and suppress dissent, leading to a loss of individual autonomy and freedom. Today, the Panopticon effect is more likely to be seen in modern technology than in prison towers. Employers can use programs to secretly track the keystrokes of employees working from home to ensure they are putting in necessary hours. Parents can purchase software to track their children's mobile phone usage. Governments all over the world are passing legislation to allow them to acquire internet data on persons suspected of plotting terrorist strikes. However, there are arguments that in order to ensure that a society runs smoothly, it is necessary to monitor and influence people to do what is thought to be good and proper.